Welcome, everyone, to our Stocks to Watch series, your trusted source for investment opportunity information. I'm Ashley Berry, and today we're very excited to welcome Claire Stanichi, President and CEO of Lophos Holdings, Inc., a biosciences company focused on the cultivation and research of Lophophora williamsii, or the peyote cactus, which is legal in Canada to grow, sell, and consume. They're listed on the Canadian Securities Exchange as MESC. Claire, it is wonderful to have you with us today.
Thank you, Ashley. It's wonderful to be here.
Well, for our viewers who are not familiar with the company, tell us a little bit about Lophos' story and how it came to existence and what the mission and vision is.
Yeah, so Lophos is really a mescaline focused research company, but we're also engaged in the cultivation and research of peyote cactus, otherwise known as Lophophora williamsii. Lophos really began in 2020 during the height of the lockdowns, when my husband Evan and I began discussing psychedelics as a mental health treatment. And we also began witnessing the positive research in this space. We also saw that the research surrounding peyote was lacking, and we really believe that our backgrounds were well suited to further the research in this area, especially into the main active psychedelic component, mescaline. With my husband, who has indigenous roots in Canada, and myself, who has a pharmaceutical manufacturing and industrial biotechnology background, we really saw Lophos as an opportunity to incorporate both traditional psychedelics with the traditional research and development route.
Very interesting. So the two of you sort of got together, put your heads together and said, hey, this is something that's you recognized a need, basically, and you saw that the results were very positive. Yes?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Fantastic. So let's talk about maybe in more detail about Lophophora williamsii and what's unique about it, and really specifically what benefits it offer and maybe the potential market size.
Yeah, so we focused on peyote because it is legal to grow, sell, and consume in Canada. But peyote is a traditional psychedelic medicine. It has been used consistently by indigenous communities in North and South America for over 5,000 years. It is the oldest known psychedelic medicine, and it is generally regarded as safe. Peyote is also considered endangered. It is at high risk of extinction. And by furthering the research and methods around indoor cultivation, we hope to play a significant role in protecting peyote from illegal harvesting and from possible extinction.
Oh, wow. Fascinating. Let's talk a little bit about the products that you're currently working on developing and maybe what they promise to offer patients. And perhaps you can share some of the results of the research so far.
Yeah, so Lophos will offer initially whole dried peyote buttons for sale, but I would encourage those that are interested to stay tuned to our website for more product updates in the future. Um, as I mentioned previously, peyote is a traditional medicine. It is known for its healing properties, especially concerning mental health or substance abuse issues, but the research in this particular area is lacking. And so one of our missions is to increase the research around this special cactus. To date, there's been very little clinical research performed around peyote or mescaline, with most of the focus being applied to tryptamines such as psilocybin or LSD, and
Mhm.
even with other phenylethylamines such as MDMA. MDMA and mescaline share a lot of the same pharmacological properties, and we believe that the success of MDMA in clinical trials really shows that mescaline may have some of that same potential. And so we're really proud to be looking more into this area and furthering the research.
So in that same vein, as I said earlier, and you mentioned you and your husband recognize the need. I'm just curious as to why you feel that, or you think that there isn't much research in the area, especially since this prized cactus is on the verge of extinction.
Well, I can't really speak to why nobody has seen the same potential. It's just that to us, it just seems very evident, very clear. You have this traditional psychedelic medicine that has been used for over 5,000 years. It is sacred, and it it's delivering real results to real people. And so to me, it bodes so well for the promise in this area. And we're just very proud to be able to pick that up and to push it forward.
Absolutely. So, your subsidiary, Lophos Pharmaceuticals Corp, has now received its controlled substances dealer's license from Health Canada. So, what does this mean for the company?
So our license will give us the ability to not only perform our own research on mescaline, but also the ability to handle other molecules, including psilocybin or psilocin. This will allow us to perform our own internal research, which is very important, but it also allows us to provide services for others in the industry, which really makes us truly dynamic with multiple revenue channels while we further the research in this area.
Hmm. So, one milestone there. What are the next milestones that investors should focus on? And why is right now the best time to consider investing in Lophos?
Well, Lophos is currently pre-revenue, but we are about to be the first psychedelic company to be making regular sales of psychedelic products in Canada. No one is really doing this right now, and we feel that it truly differentiates us from others in the sector. Lophos is the largest producer of mescaline-based products in Canada, and we believe in the world. We're currently planning to release a waiting list for a limited amount of peyote that will be available in mid 2024.
Hmm.
Now that our licensed facility is online, we plan to ramp up our peyote inventories from an expected 1,000 by the end of 2024 and up to a facility max capacity of 180,000 over the next few years. So in the next few months, we will begin releasing regular updates on our progress, on our lab installation, and regular updates into our research of peyote and its indoor growth cycles. So I definitely encourage everyone to stay tuned. It's going to be an exciting year.
Absolutely. And I was going to ask you, Claire, what excites you the most when you wake up in the morning and, you came up with this idea, you recognize the lack in research, you and your husband are a team, you're seeing results, you're hearing wonderful stories. What really gets you going about all of this and your amazing company?
Well, just the incredible promise that these treatments have for mental health. I mean, I think everybody nowadays is touched in some form or capacity with either themselves or someone else who is afflicted with some sort of mental health or substance abuse disorder. And the possibilities that currently exist for treatment are, the efficacy is just not there. And so the promise that the sector offers and the incredible results that we've seen to date, that is really what inspires me to work 24/7. I'm so excited to further this. I definitely think this is the future of mental health, and I'm
Mm.
just excited to play a small role.
Well, incredible work. Thank you so much for your time. Claire Stinichi, President and CEO of Lophos Holdings, Inc. We really look forward to sharing updates with our audience.
Stay tuned.